What up, baby? It's your boy, the ATX Sooner, back with another video. And y'all are now in tune with What the Wednesdays. Again, man, this is season 2, episode 2 of this. Of course, just for anybody who's new, who's not familiar with this, who wasn't around last year to, get with the program. This is kind of what we covered last week's game, kind of get what we learned, what we can do better, what we can expect going into the next week. And yeah, man, it's kind of just that bridge. We're here to bridge the gap between week 1, week 2, and so on. So that's the goal for What the Wednesdays. Thank you for tuning in. Y'all make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Of course, donate down below to one of the links if you want to donate directly to the channel. It's a big help. I appreciate y'all so much. We on the road to 300 subscribers. We trying to get there, and after that we gonna go to 400. Then after that we gonna go to 500. Then after that we gonna go to. Y'all get the point. But anyways, man, we gonna get into this, man. So let's start with last week. Of course, man, we had a ugly win against a pretty good Houston team. I mean, I guess you could say they're a pretty good Houston team. Either they're pretty good or they're, let's just say this. Either UNLV is a very good team or Oklahoma sucks. And I'm going to go ahead and just say UNLV was a very good team. That way that I don't have to say that Oklahoma sucks. Okay? That's how we going to play this. All right? So, man, Jackson Arnold. Again, like I said, man, in my last video, he stunk it up. Gotta say what it is. It is what it is, baby. I mean, you stunk it up. You did. That offensive line, they gave you a pocket to throw through. They gave you time. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you did kind of stink it up a little bit. That's Jackson Arnold, man. Our receivers seemed like they couldn't get open. It looked like Jackson Arnold either was waiting for them to get open. He was just holding the ball, man, and he was very jittery in that pocket, man. So, I mean, I don't want to sound like a broken record, man. We all know what last week was. So, what did we learn from last week? We learned that we need help on offense. Yes, I said it. Oklahoma needs help on offense. Where they do that at? I guess here in the Crimson and Cream, that's where they do that at. Because we for sure need help on offense, man. I mean, again, we're down Andrew Anthony, which he will be back against Tulane. We're down Nick Anderson. We need you back. What are you doing? Let's go. We only got Deion Burks. Don't get me wrong, Brandon Thompson, he's doing his thing. He had a rough game against who do we play week 1? He had a rough game against them. They're in the. That's how quick I forget stuff, man. So week 1, Brandon Thompson, tough game. Week 2, better game. More of Jackson Arnold's fault, I would say. I feel like the receivers just aren't getting that separation. They might not, or off the line of scrimmage, they're not getting that release. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just a fan watching the game. I'm not the professional who can break it down like that. So I'm just going off of what these eyes can see. And what these eyes can see is that offense needed help. We can't run the damn ball. Taylor Tatum needs to be our starter. DeMarco Murray, why do you keep on doing this? This is what you're doing. I mean, like, come on, like, can we be consistent with a running back? I know this is game 2. We're trying to figure it out, but I think now that we have this established, it's been 2 games. We know that Gavin Sawchuk might need to take a step back. I'm sorry. I still got love for you, Gavin. You're still a talented, hell of a player. But Taylor Tatum is the guy now. He's not the guy. He is the guy tomorrow. But he is the guy now. Okay, so we need Taylor Tatum as starter. And man, I mean, hey, damn, I'm just over here. I can't think of his freaking name. Barnes. Let him be backup, man. I mean, he got the majority of the carries last week. I think. Let me see. I got the stats pulled up right here. Yeah, man. Javante Barnes had 12 carries, bruh. Taylor Tatum had 1 carry. Gavin Sawchuk had 4 carries, bruh. I mean, hey, it wasn't a good game. Okay, we couldn't move the ball. Third down conversions. What's that? We don't know. Touchdowns. If it's not a freaking if we don't start in the red zone, we don't know what a touchdown is apparently. But man, this offense needs help. Defense, when it comes to last week or even week one, there's nothing much to say about that defense. Oklahoma might literally have the best defense in the nation. Everybody might have been right about Oklahoma's defense this year. Me personally, I said I believe we should be a top 20 defense. But goddamn, with the defense that we have, you give that defense to any offense in the nation and they're winning a championship. Give that defense to any offense in the SEC, they might win a damn championship this year. For some reason, we got all the talent in the world. Don't get me wrong, we do got there's some players banged up, and I think that for me personally, I think that is the issue. I don't think that we have a major issue on offense like we've shown on film. I just think that we're banged up at this point. Like, our best two receivers from last year, Nick Anderson and Andrew Anthony, have not played really. Deion Burks is balling out. Don't get me wrong, he's doing what he can, but he's a one-man band at this point, damn near. I mean, like I said, Brendan Thompson, he's there, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we're being honest, we're gonna take Andrew Anthony and we're gonna take Nick Anderson over Brendan Thompson. I mean, let's be real. No disrespect, but we just being real. All right. Okay. So, man, we learned that we need help on offense, and we also learned that defense is stellar. Nothing needed, nothing. Next year, the defense is going to be better, even better than it is this year, even though we don't have a Danny Studsman. But, damn it, I think them boys deserve a ring this year. Again, I've been saying this since I started YouTube. You check the archives. I got the receipts. 2025, bro, I believe is the year for Oklahoma. I believe 2025 is the year Oklahoma steps out there and gets them a ring. If not, that close to it. Now, obviously, saying that, we've been going off of, how we've been performing. And if you look at how we've been performing on offense, it's not that good. So, I do expect improvements, though, on offense. I just know that defense is going to be consistently great. Like, I feel like the defense that we see now is the standard at Oklahoma. That is what we're going to see going forward at Oklahoma. We just got to get that offense right. And I'm not going to lie. You know what? I don't want to put that in the air, Garrett Riley. I don't want to put that in the air, Garrett Riley. I'm not trying to say fire. I'm not ready. I'm not here to, fire the OC, but goddamn, like, can we get another, like, Lincoln Riley type in? Like, Garrett Riley. Can we get, like, another Lincoln Riley type in? I mean, just somebody, Garrett Riley. Just to, what I'm saying? Is that his name? I hope that's his name. Anyways, we need, Seth Littrell. We're not calling for your job yet, but damn it, you know how this goes. You know how this goes. And it can go very bad if we come back, if we go against Tulane and we put this same bullshit on the film going against Tulane, oh yeah. You're going to hear me saying, Seth Littrell, get him out of here. You're going to hear Twitter saying, Seth Littrell, get him out of here. And we don't want that. I don't want that. I know you don't want that. We don't need that because we are a very toxic fan base. But we deserve more as a fan base. And I mean, we can do better. We can do better. Like, we have the pieces needed to do better. But anyways, man, that's what we learned, bro. Like, we learned a lot last week, and we learned that we might need a reality check on how we think this season is gonna go. But Tulane is gonna tell us everything we need to know, because after that, SEC play, and it's too late. What we got is what we got, and we can't really just sit here and act like what we've seen for the last 3 weeks after the Tulane game isn't really who we are. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. I feel like, there's a reason why there's 3 preseason games in the NFL. Used to be 4. So, I mean, you can say after the Tennessee game, we give it that amount of time. But there's a reason why there's 3 preseason games in the NFL. You know, you kind of need that. You need that time to get your feet under you to figure out who you are, to figure out who you're gonna go with, who are your guys. So, I mean, next week is week 3. That's the preseason for me. I'm looking at that like that's the preseason. So far, you do not have a passing grade on offense as at the preseason. But this is the best team that we're going to be facing in the preseason, and I expect us to be who we should be going forward into this SEC schedule. All right, so that's what we learned. Um, what did I overreact to anything? If anything, what did I overreact to? I ain't overreact to nothing. That offense is trash. That offense needs help. I did not overreact to that. So we gonna skip this portion of the whole thing because there's no point in. I didn't. There's nothing I overreacted to. Because if I'm overreacting, we all overreacting at this point because I see what I see and we see what we see. We know what we see. Okay, and it don't look good on offense. All right, but defense wins championships and good teams find a way to win hard games, and that's what happened last week. All right. Again, the competition's only going to get harder from here. We know this, but we did find out. We did learn that our defense is legit. All right, even though we haven't played anybody, but still, this is how a defense is supposed to look when you're playing the teams that we're playing. Unfortunately, the offense ain't did that yet. But let's go into what can we expect for this Tulane game. Man, Tulane, good team, bro. Like, of course, there's gonna be the return of Mario Williams. You know he's gonna be playing with a vengeance. You know I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not our fault that he's gone. I mean, he left because of Lincoln Riley, so there shouldn't be any bad blood. Hell, I was hoping that as soon as he entered the transfer portal, he was coming back to Oklahoma. That didn't happen. But I mean, there shouldn't be any bad blood. But that is somebody that we're gonna figure out how good our secondary is. Because Mario Williams, we know who Mario Williams is, and we know how he can get. The man went for 128 yards last week against Kansas State. 128 yards against Kansas State. One man, Mario Williams, ex-Sooner. We got to keep an eye on that man. We know we got to keep an eye on that man. He went off. And that Tulane, again, I'm not really too concerned. I'm not concerned with our defense at all. I feel like Tulane is going to get theirs. You know, they might have 14 points on the board by the end of the game. That's what I feel like. You know, that's because I really do have faith in this defense. But, man, our offense is just, like, concerning. Like, it's so concerning. I'm finna go find these stats for that game against Kansas State because I want to see the difference between Kansas State, how much they were able to produce on offense against a good Tulane team, versus obviously us, how we did. So bear with me. Let me get to that real quick. Team stats. I got ESPN pulled up. It's gonna be quick, baby. Anyways, all right. So total yards, passing. All right, Kansas State, they went for 181 yards passing, 215 yards rushing. Tulane, sheesh. Tulane went off. Tulane went for 342 yards passing, 149 yards rushing. Again, this is going to be the first test to our defense. Like I said, I believe in that defense. I believe that what I've seen over the last 2 weeks is who you are. But you haven't really been tested yet. This is the first test. The pre-test. Because when you go up against Nico and Tennessee, when they come to Norman, that's the first test. This is the pre-test. How are we going to do defensively? Is our offense going to allow our defense to freaking get off the field? Last week, our offense was on the field for like 25 minutes. And I think that freaking Houston had the time. They had the time of possession is like 10 minutes more than ours. 10 minutes, a damn near a whole quarter more than Oklahoma had the ball on offense. That is ridiculous. And we're talking about Temple. I mean, Houston. We're talking about Houston here. Okay? Houston did that to Oklahoma. All right. So we're going to see what this Tulane team do, man. I mean, like I said, Kansas, they were able to get 181 yards, 215 yards rushing. If we're not able to at least match these yards that Kansas put on Tulane, that's going to tell you and set the expectation for the rest of the year. And it should. It should. Don't listen to people tell you, oh, this game doesn't matter. We're not, it's not nothing. We're still bang. No, this game, for me at least, in my eyes, and I'm not trying to encourage anybody to look at this shit through my eyes, but in my eyes, this is the game that's gonna let me know what to expect going forward. Cause I'm thinking we going 10-2. At this point, it's looking more like 8-4, 7-5. Because our defense is not going to be able to do this all year long, be on the field an extra quarter than the offense all year long. You got to think about that. It's 12 games in a year. That is freaking, bro, 120 minutes more than on defense than offense. You talk about banged up. Our offense is banged up right now. If the offense keeps playing the way they're playing, our defense is going to be banged up. And luckily, we 3 deep on defense. But that still don't matter. We need our guys. Y'all know we need our guys. So what can we expect going into next week? Hell if I know. We can expect a great defense. That's what we can expect. What can we expect on offense? I do not know what we can expect on offense. I ain't going to sit here and pump your head up, make it seem like we're going to do good. I've been doing that for the last 2 weeks. Jackson Arnold's going to go for 250 yards in the air. Gavin Sawchuk is going to at least get 100, maybe 150. I don't know. I'm not saying that this week. I'm not dumb. I'm not, doing the same thing over and over again. I'm not, dang, what is that freaking word? I'm not that. Whatever that is, I'm not that. I'm going to get what I see, and I'm going to go off of what I see. Just like I read people. Show me who you are. I'm not going to cast a judgment before I meet you, but once I meet you, that's why they say first impressions they last a lifetime. Cuz that's how I feel. I'm not going to judge you. I don't care who you are. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what your religion is. None of that. I don't care what your team is. I don't know you. I'm going to give you an opportunity to make a good impression on me. That way I can go forward knowing who I can expect you to be. This team, I've given 2 chances. Temple, okay. The defense is if we just gonna use relationship or man and woman. I'm looking at the defense. I'm like, God damn, she fine. She fine. Offense too. Look at the outside appearance is the depth chart. Okay, so when you look at that depth chart, when you look at that offense on paper, you look at that defense on paper, you just looking at just visually, you like, God damn, they fine. This is a girl, obviously. I'm using this as a reference to a girl. That depth chart is beautiful. But once you once you sit down and say hello, how are you? My name is VATX Sooner. Once you introduce yourself, and the defense is respectable. The defense is, you could tell, is smart. They know how to talk to people. They know how to hold a conversation. You look at the defense, you might get attracted to that defense. You might be like, okay, I'll give you a chance. That offense, you introduce yourself, that offense is tearing off at the mouth. I don't want to, and now I won't talk to you, blah, blah. Like, that's the offense right now. And guess what? Okay, maybe it was just a bad day. Maybe it was a bad day. Let's give them another chance. All right. Now, this is going into Houston week. This is the second chance. Hey, how you doing? My name's ATX Junior, blah, blah, blah. This is the Oklahoma offense. Don't talk to me, blah, 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 blah. Okay, look, at this point, am I going to give you another chance? Or am I going to look at you like, You are not who I thought you were. You are not who you appear to be on the outside. But my dumb ass, I'm going to give you another chance. I'm going to give you one more chance. Because I have faith, man. I have faith in this offense, man. And I just hope that this offense does not get on this field on Saturday and stink it up, man. Because if that happens, that is going to set my expectations for the rest of the year. That is going to change my thought of a 10-2 season into a thought of a 8-5 season. Or wait, a 8-4 season, 7-5 season. Like, that's the difference right now. So this Tulane game is important. This Tulane game should set the expectations for us. Because I guarantee you, if we can't move the ball against Houston, if we can't move the ball against Temple, and if we can't move the ball against Tulane, then guess what, guys? We're not going to move the ball against Tennessee. We're not going to move the ball against South Carolina. We're not going to move the ball against Ole Miss, Texas, Alabama, Missouri, LSU. We'll move the ball against Maine, maybe. But anyways, that's a little rant. Did I go off on a rant? Was that a rant? I don't know. I'm not trying to rant here. I'm not trying to rant. I'm just trying to, man. It's just frustrating, bro. Like, I mean, we look so good on the depth chart, and it's just we have the people, we have the personnel. It's just not clicking for some reason. Is that coaching? Is that execution? Is that both? It is. And we got to figure it out regardless of what it is. We got to figure it out. But anyways, we're going to end the video off with positivity. Like I like to do. All right. So, man, and the positive message of the day, not to sound like a broken record. I don't have anything written down. It's off the top of my head. I don't know what the positive message of the day at this very moment even is. I'm just freestyling. But man, it's as you can see right now. I'm back. I'm back home. Currently, I'm at the Oklahoma Corona. I'm at the Control Center. You know what I'm saying? I'm at the ATX Sooner Schooner right here, planted. I'm here. But my next video, I won't be here. The quality, you see the difference in the quality. It looks good, right? It sounds good, doesn't it? My next video is not going to sound like this. My next video is not going to look like this. Because I'm back and forth right now. I have personal things in my life that's not giving me the stability of being able to be at one place. Because I have to take care of responsibilities at two different places. But that's okay. Because if it was put in your life, if it was placed in your life, no matter how hard the hardship is, no matter how easy it may be, it's placed in your life because you the person that can handle it. Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, you want to give up. Yeah, you want to just say, fuck it. I don't want to, I can let go. I just want to let go. Because that's what I want to do. If you think that I want to sit here, don't get me wrong. I love sitting here. I love talking to you guys. I love my Sooners. That's why I do it, because it's kind of a getaway. But the fact that I'm in the situation I'm in, knowing that I can't have this consistent quality year round for who knows how long, that gets to me. Because as you can see, I spent a lot of money on this stuff. Like, I put my heart and soul into this, and I'm not making a dime from it. But I could let my hardships take me down. I could let my hardships ruin me, demolish me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I haven't been able to be as consistent as I want to be, but that's due to those hardships. But I'm still here. I'm still going to do what I can when I can, however I can. And I hope you guys appreciate that, because it's not easy. But I'm telling you guys this because you can do the same thing. If you have something that you're passionate in, there's nothing that can hold you back from doing that. Not a 9-to-5, not a relationship, nothing. Not education. It don't matter. If you enjoy doing it, if it's something that you're passionate in, you might not do it at the best quality. You might not do it to your liking. You might not be the best at it. You might not get the most views. Hell, my last few videos have gotten under 20 views. 20 views. But I'm still here producing. I'm still here grinding. Why? Because I love Oklahoma. I love just being able to put my opinion out there despite if it matters or not. I don't expect my opinion to matter. But I just like the fact that I have the confidence to put it out there and see where you guys bounce back and forth. But man, just don't give up on life, bruh. Like, don't give up on your dreams. Take advantage of all your opportunities. There's been so many opportunities that I've let go by that could put me in a different place than I'm in right now. And just because I passed by those opportunities, I can't do what I'm not where I could be. And at the end of those opportunities could have ruined my life also. Who knows? But we'll never know because I didn't take advantage of it. Don't do that. Take advantage of your opportunities. Be great. Be the best version of you. And then while you're doing that, if you're not good at if you're like me and you're not good at just being selfish, like I'm not good at putting everything into myself. I feel like that's wrong. I feel like I should spread my wings to other people also, which is why I do the positive message at the end of the day. Like, I feel like everybody should do that. Spread your wings. Invite people over. Invite people to eat with you. If you see somebody's hungry, help them eat. Like, do what you would want done for you. And at the end of the day, y'all know why we gotta be like that. Y'all know why we gotta be better than we were yesterday. Y'all know why we gotta be the best version of ourselves. And if I'm an Oklahoma player watching this, you know why you have to perform better next week. It's because it's in our DNA. Baby. Bye.